Teaching Reading Strategies is the reading intervention program for students ages 8 to adult.
This introductory video will share a bit of our instructional philosophy and will provide an overview of the key instructional components to help you determine whether this program is the right fit for you and your students. According to the National Assessment of Educational Progress, the NAEP, approximately 1 in 4 students in 12th grade are reading at below basic level, and this does not include students who have already dropped out of school. Teachers just like you are searching for a reading intervention program to meet the needs of their students. Teachers know that a cookie-cutter reading program will not work for each group of students. After all, who would expect that the same program, taught in the same way, would meet the instructional needs of, say, a special education pull-out class of 4th through 6th graders with diagnosed ADHD, visual processing, and auditory processing challenges, or a 7th and 8th grade English language development class of a half-dozen newcomers and a dozen students speaking 4 different primary languages, or a high school group of sight word readers with 0 decoding skills and minimal reading comprehension, or a community college class with all of the above. Teaching Reading Strategies is the decidedly uncanned and flexible reading intervention program developed by a teacher for teachers and their students. Teachers craft the resources of this comprehensive program to meet the needs of their students. Every instructional resource in Teaching Reading Strategies has been designed to minimize preparation and correction. Both new and veteran teachers will appreciate the scripted teacher directions and the flexibility of this program. Accompanying video training modules ensure success the very first time you teach any new instructional component of this user-friendly program. 3 instructional components comprise the Teaching Reading Strategies program: the Teacher's Guide, the Sam and Friends phonics books, and the Reading and Spelling flashcards. Here's a brief overview of these resources. The Teaching Reading Strategies program includes 3 assessments to help teachers properly place students in the program. Each assessment provides data not only for program placement, but also for instruction, should the student be placed in the Teaching Reading Strategies program. That's right, no wasted time giving assessments that won't inform your instruction. The scripted sound-by-sound spelling blending instructional sequence will help students learn all of the vowel and consonant sound spellings in just 18 weeks of instruction. Perfect for either the half-year intensive or full-year program. Both non-readers and remedial readers need the solid foundation of the alphabetic code to build upon to learn multisyllabic decoding, improve reading fluency, master sight words, and increase reading comprehension. Older students, including English language learners, have oral language skills that beginning kindergarten and 1st grade students do not. The Teaching Reading Strategies program builds upon these skills by connecting to the student's use of multisyllabic words. Students practice sound spelling syllable transformations and syllable patterns with whole class interactive practice beginning in the 13th week of instruction. Remedial readers are not remedial thinkers. While learning to read and/or filling in the gaps with the alphabetic code and the structural components of our language, students in reading intervention programs need direct instruction and practice in expository reading comprehension. Students are learning non-narrative content and are being exposed to expository text structure and analysis in social studies, science, and other subject areas. Teaching Reading Strategies provides direct instruction and practice in reading comprehension with the script comprehension strategies. Students read the 43 leveled, at 3rd, 5th, and 7th grade, expository articles and learn to apply the summarize, connect, rethink, interpret, and predict comprehension strategies to promote internal reading dialogue with the text. These talking to the text strategies help students learn to read independently and improve reading comprehension and retention. Script comprehension bookmarks help remind students of each of these key reading strategies. Each of these script comprehension worksheets focuses in on an interesting animal. Each article describes the physical characteristics of the animal's habitat, what the animal eats, the animal's family, interesting facts, and the status of the species, whether endangered or not. The writing is engaging, and students and teachers enjoy learning about both common and uncommon animals. Each worksheet lists 5 content-specific comprehension script questions in the margins next to the relevant text. The articles also highlight 3 vocabulary words to be defined using context clue strategies. Students learn to apply the SALE context clue strategies, short for synonyms, antonyms, logic, and examples, to learn vocabulary and context. All answers are provided, of course. While whole class direct instruction in the alphabetic code, structural analysis, reading comprehension, and vocabulary are key ingredients to a successful reading intervention program, each of your students has different areas of reading mastery and deficits. Teaching reading strategies provides the assessments and assessment-based activities to help teachers craft their reading intervention program to the needs of their students to make significant reading improvements as quickly as possible. The assessment-based activities each include an effective classroom-tested plan for small group instruction. With canned reading intervention programs, teachers wind up spending too much time teaching what many of their remedial readers already know, and too little time helping students practice what they do not know. The 13 classroom-tested diagnostic reading assessments provided in the Teaching Reading Strategies program are administered in the first 2 weeks of instruction and assess all reading skills, each in multiple-choice format. That's right, no individual time-consuming testing. Use Scantrons or GradeCam if you wish. Each of the 13 assessments is comprehensive and prescriptive. Unlike most reading assessments, none of the assessments, other than the phonemic awareness tests, is based on random sample. Everything you need to teach or not teach is assessed. All assessment data is recorded on one comprehensive reading recording matrix for easy data entry, minimal paperwork, and simple progress monitoring. The Teaching Reading Strategies program includes extensive phonemic awareness activities, which perfectly correspond to the phonemic awareness assessments. Students fill in the gaps to ensure a solid foundation for learning the phonetic code by learning to hear, identify, and manipulate the phonemes. So essential for many special education students and English language learners. The program includes short, focused phonemic awareness activities designed for small group instruction in alphabetic awareness, rhyming, syllable awareness and manipulation, phonemic isolation, blending, and segmentation. Teaching Reading Strategies provides 35 quick phonics workshop activities with worksheets that exactly correspond with the vowel sounds and consonant blends phonics assessments. Each of these activities and worksheets provides targeted practice for each phonetic component and has a short formative assessment to ensure mastery. Answers are provided. The teacher introduces the specific sound spelling patterns with examples to the students who missed these sound spellings on the assessments. Then students work independently on the worksheet and regroup for answer review and formative assessments. Although the Teaching Reading Strategies program focuses on explicit and systematic phonics instruction, teachers know that different students respond to different strategies to reach the same goals: fluent reading with a high degree of comprehension and retention. Students learn unmastered outlaw words, that is sight syllables, rhymes, that is word families, and sight syllables in small group workshops. Both teachers and students love the 43 expository animal fluency articles, each marked with words per line to help students monitor their own fluency progress. At last, quality fluency practice in the expository, not narrative genre. Yes, fluency timing charts are provided. Each of the 43 articles is composed in a leveled format. The first 2 paragraphs are at the 3rd grade reading level. The next 2 are at the 5th grade reading level, and the last 2 are at the 7th grade reading level. Slower students get practice on controlled vocabulary and are pushed to read at higher reading levels once the contextual content has been established. Faster readers are challenged by the increasingly difficult multisyllabic vocabulary. Reading research emphasizes the effectiveness of modeled readings with repetitive practice. The Teaching Reading Strategies program provides YouTube videos with modeled readings at 3 different reading speeds for each of the 43 articles, 129 in all. Students practice reading at their individual challenge levels along with the videos. After students practice with the modeled readings, they are equipped to complete the script comprehension worksheets independently. The Teacher's Guide provides 586 reading and spelling flashcard masters for display and interactive instruction. The second key instructional component in the Teaching Reading Strategies program is the individual reading and spelling flashcard sets. The flashcards are heavy-duty cardstock with writable surfaces to allow students to add rare sound spellings and additional spelling words. The cards are business card size, so they are ideal for spreading out on small surface areas, such as student desks, to play blending and spelling games. Dozens of fun games are provided to help your students practice automaticity in the alphabet, phonics, sight words, vocabulary word parts, and spelling. The third instructional component in the Teaching Reading Strategies program is the 54 Take-Home Sam and Friends phonics books. As a perfect complement to the expository script comprehension worksheets, these decodable 8-page books are the perfect narrative reading practice to reinforce what the students learn each week in the Teaching Reading Strategies program. Each illustrated 8-page book helps students practice one focused sound with the most common spellings and 2 high-utility sight words. The books are illustrated by master cartoonist David Rickert. The cartoons are designed to be appreciated by older remedial readers. The teenage characters are multi-ethnic, and the stories reinforce positive values and character development. Your students and parents will love these fun, heartwarming, and comical stories about the adventures of Sam and his friends, Tom, Kit, and Deb. Oh, and also that crazy dog, Pug. Teachers are provided the digital masters for all 54 8-page books to print for each of their students. Each take-home book includes 5 script comprehension questions, that is, summary, connect, rethink, interpret, and predict, to promote internal monitoring of the text. The comprehension questions are ideal for teacher and/or parent guided reading instruction, reader's workshop, literacy centers, and literature circles. Plus, each take-home book includes a 30-second word fluency practice on the focus sound spellings and sight words with a systematic review of previous sound spellings and sight words. Your students deserve the finest reading intervention program. Teaching Reading Strategies provides the tools for you to craft that program to the needs of your students.